All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watched this video. It helps out the YouTube channel with the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate it very much because that lets me know you find value in the effort and time I put into making these videos. And I ask for you guys to stay tuned on in towards the end of the video because I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys you won't want to miss. It's already up 25+% since the date I mentioned it. I talked about it last week on YouTube, and 2 days before that, I had mentioned it over at the Patreon. So stay tuned if you want to know what ticker symbol it is, and if you haven't started watching it, to add it to your watch list, because tomorrow we might have a red day. Who knows? Because the S&P 500 index is looking really struggly, like up and down, and then tomorrow's the last day of the trading week. So we got some things to keep in mind and pay close attention to. So here we are. Let's jump into this and we'll talk more about that ticker symbol towards the end of the video. So Hofv, Hall of Fame Resort Entertainment Company, Hofv stock has actually been pulling downwards. Okay, when I pull up the 30-minute, it looks like there's room for it to start running back up. And when you pull up the 1 day, it looks like it has a lot of room to fall, like to the point where it could possibly touch at some point $3 and some change. Okay, now I've seen a lot of articles showing potential for this stock because of the NFT plays, the NFL, and also the reopening, right? Because this is like the Disneyland for the Hall of Fame of the NFL, supposedly. Now, I've seen other investors say, well, it hasn't actually constructed itself. I don't know if they have many other locations, or investors are talking about a specific location that they're supposed to build this Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company. I'm not sure, unless they have several different locations. If you guys want to comment down below and clarify that for me, because what I do know about the company is that they're working on being part of the NFT play, which is the hype that we saw here. But also, I've seen a lot of articles talking about how this could be a reopening play because of tourism and traction, you know, moving along with the Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company. Now, this stock looks like it's recovering from actually being almost dead, right? Like sitting at a penny stock level, and it's kind of going back into penny stock level. Anything below $5 is considered a penny stock. Now, it was sitting at like $1 and some change after actually IPOing or SPAC merger, and it just fell and fell and fell. Now, if you really look at the bigger picture here, this has all been an opportunity. Anything below $5, if I'm honest, because of the fact that this started off at a valuation up here of like $10. It's just the fact of the shutdowns, the coronavirus, and overall the market and the whole entire industry has been hit with tourism, right? So this is a big deal on why it's part of the reopening place. Why? Because it has to do with tourism, and it's a stock that's going to be worth way more than what we see today. Like, you got to think about long term, okay? And I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions here on this stock, but I am here to inform you guys and enlighten you guys. I've been doing some research, and this is looking like a long-term play, okay? Short-term with the reopening and the NFT play hype, but long-term because there's a lot more potential here for this stock. I don't know how much more, but maybe a 2x from where we're at, or a 3x. But I do want you guys to be aware that it does have room to fall harder, closer here to 420s or even the 380 mark if this continues going lower. I want you guys to be aware of that. Don't be surprised if this continues to fall. Now, currently the support level is 487, okay? Anything below that, you want to start watching this closely and see how fast it's going lower. But right now it's sitting at 505, 504, give or take post-market, okay? Now, what's our resistance level? Well, it's this highest point here before the fall, this big drastic fall, and that's 551. That was almost a 50-cent drop here in just a matter of a few hours. So 551, super important to keep in mind. The bulls need to break through that, but I want you guys to be aware that even if that gets broken through, that does not signify that the bulls have gained control, because we're still below the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is right here at 561. So 551 needs to be broken through, and that's just an indicator for momentum for us investors to be aware of where this stock is going. And if it could be turned into a support, the bulls are getting one step closer to 561. And from that point forward, the bulls need to pull upwards to newer highs to get deeper into bullish territory. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to not miss a single video that I post. Smash that like button to let me know you watched this video. It helps out the YouTube channel with the YouTube algorithm. Lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into these videos. And let's go ahead and jump right into the stock that I want you guys to add to your watch list. Looking like an opportunity. It's already 25% up since we've talked about it. So I'm here to reiterate it and remind you guys. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is a ticker symbol that I shared last week on YouTube, okay? And I mentioned it on the Patreon 2 days before that. So if you guys want to get live updates on what ticker symbols I'm watching and adding to my watch list weekly and throughout the week when opportunities present themselves, you can join me and the other investors over at the Patreon. The opportunities are going to be massive because all I focus on is maximizing profits and minimizing losses. No speculation, no hype, focused data, raw data on opportunities to strike like a hawk. So if that's how you feel about the market, you want to strike like a hawk and you want to maximize profits and minimize losses, join me over at the Patreon for 13 cents a day. The first tier is $4. I'm making it budget friendly because I understand, the struggle. I understand the hustle. And you know what? That's going to give you the position to get started and probably start understanding more about the market by being part of the Patreon. And at 13 cents a day, there's so much information you will be receiving. So many opportunities. So the ticker symbol I want to share with you guys, we have the chart pulled up, CHPT. We're going to talk about it in just a moment. I talked about it last week. We're going to talk about it again. Talked about it over at the Patreon a few days before I mentioned it on YouTube. But the message here is for you guys not to overlook this part of the video. There's so much value in this part of the video. I'm not even kidding. It's your opportunity to get, a freebie or at least some insight on what I have over at the Patreon to equip you guys, because when I mention stocks, I don't mention one stock at a time. I mention 3 to 4 stocks per week. And then throughout the week, I add 2 to 3 or 4 stocks as well if they're presenting themselves as a temporary pullback opportunity. That's what I look for. I look for the setbacks that are turned into setups. So if you guys want opportunities and you are looking for opportunities in the market, you can join us over at the Patreon and the other investors. But this is what I said about CHPT back on March 21st. I said everyone focuses on the EV car makers, but forget to focus on the source that can give the EV cars the fuel and drive it needs to perform its purpose. Okay? A lot of us overlook that sometimes. We think, oh, well, we can just charge at home. There's going to be a secret sauce that the charging stations have or power that charging at home won't have. And it's going to be reducing charge time. Okay? I know charging stations are a little weak right now, but in the near future, they're going to be much more in demand. Trust me, when you're traveling or moving around, or rather just charge for a low cost, quickly, a few minutes, and you got a full battery, that's going to change the game. Now, I said ChargePoint is very important to watch because of its recent pullback, how it reached below $20. And then I showed the chart up, up here. I was about to say upstairs, up here in the graph, and then in the post. And I basically said that if it touches those numbers again, it's going to be important to pay attention to it. And if ChargePoint does reach those levels, I want you guys to be aware that it's not the industry leader, but it will get its piece of the pie in the market share and charging stations. Well, let's look at the chart. So I mentioned it on the 21st. That's actually the day before the 22nd. The 22nd, it ran from $23 and some change to $25. And every single Patreon member could have been like, yo, I thought we were going to see a pullback. Well, that was Monday. And that Monday, there was some strength in the market. But I wasn't too worried about that because I knew overall this stock had some weakness. Well, it just took 3 days later, right? And it touched a bottom here of about $19 and some change. So every single Patreon member that weekend was well equipped to watch this, right? So after Monday, on Tuesday, they saw it dip. Then on Wednesday, they saw it run back up and then it dipped. And they're like, whoa, okay, this is getting weak. We're getting closer to $20. Now, if it didn't touch below $20, the closer it was to $20, the bigger the opportunity. But it certainly broke back down to $19 and some change. It got close to that low of $19.50, and we saw it reach right here at $19.60. From that point forward, it's been running up, and it was consolidating within that period of time here from actually that same date when it ran up all the way towards right here on the 30th. So for about 5 days, it was sitting between almost $20 and that $21 mark, slightly breaking to 22 and then falling back down, but it stayed within that area, $20 to $22. And yesterday it started to run in the after hours, and it reached 22 and some change, and today it broke out. Okay, why am I telling you guys to add this to your watch list if you don't have it already? Because this breakout will have a pullback at some time, and we're looking at the bigger picture. That's what we focus on here in Invest for Tomorrow, right? We maximize profits, minimize losses. We focus on the destination and ride the journey, and that's the whole goal, right? It's not going to draw itself out just like that, but I'm trying to show you guys a visualization of what we look for, right? Opportunities, right? We strike like a hawk for the opportunity, and then we ride it towards its destination, and the destination is up. That's what we focus on. That's what we look for. That's what we do here in Invest for Tomorrow. So if you want to maximize profits, minimize losses, for 13 cents a day, $4 a month, which is the first tier, you'll be able to receive those opportunities. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.